Okay, you might say, how do you make a connection with a buyer? Or how do you make a connection with an artist that you want to bring to your stable of artists, your artist management? Well, let's take the buyer first. You have to make a connection. That's the whole idea behind direct marketing. Direct marketing is just not talking about what you have to sell and calling it a day. You have to basically, like I said before, talk about everything but business at hand. You have to be, I would say, pretty knowledgeable in other areas. What areas? Oh, just about anything. I mean, they want to hear the human side of the seller. They want it to become real for them. They want that experience on the phone to be a real experience. Not just, hey, so-and-so, I have this to sell. I want you to buy it, and if you don't buy it, I'm going to be very upset. That doesn't work, of course. You have to act and be not that interested in selling what you're selling. Even though you are on the phone for the sole purpose of selling your artist or whatever it is you're selling, I don't believe that'll accomplish the task. What'll accomplish the task is being real. I wouldn't say let them think that you're superficial and only wanting a sale. I would say you really have to not be superficial and just want a sale. You have to be that way. If you're not honest, this is not the business for you. You have to be honest. Artists and buyers are tired of business as usual. They're sick of it. They're sick of the phonies. They're sick of the suits. They're sick of the people who don't understand musicians. They're sick of people that aren't musicians because they are. You have to understand the musical mind or the artistic mind in the case of a poet or an author or a painter. They're not like other people. They don't think like other people. You have to get into their minds. Now, reverse that. The buyer is also a different kind of person. They're difficult, probably, most of them. If they don't know you, as I've said on this program, if they don't know you, they don't want to know you. And why? I will repeat that. And repetition is good for the soul, right? Okay, the reason they don't want to know you is because they already know too many people. They have too many to consider. Think of it, going into a restaurant with a huge menu. Now, I'll tell you what, I don't like restaurants with huge menus. It's too confusing for me. There's too much to choose from. I want a succinct list of items. I want to make sure that those items are going to be really good and that anything I get on that menu is going to be good. That's what you should strive to achieve. A small menu with quality. That's what you should do when you're making a phone call. In other words, don't sell everything. That's why I call it dedicated direct marketing. Brand one name at a time. If you brand 200 names at a time, nobody's going to really remember. It's sort of like, remember when we talked about the competition. The competition is in competition with its winners. I hate to tell you that, but the competition is really only interested in branding its name, not its winner's name. Yeah, the winners win. They go for 2 years playing concerts, and if it's a quadrennial competition, they're already on to the next winner. Okay? You have to understand these concepts. So the best thing to do is to get on the phone and try to brand one person at a time. Now, there's a problem. If the auspices or the orchestra says to you, the manager, hey, look, Jack, I'm tired of getting calls every day from different managers at your agency about one artist and different art. Can't you have them call me like a distributor and mention 5 or 10 artists on the call? Yes, that's totally okay. That's still direct marketing. Because you don't want to offend the buyer. You don't want to call them constantly about, X pianist, Y pianist, Z pianist, Z violinist, etc. They're going to get tired of that after a while. It's called saturation. Okay? So you don't want to saturate your welcome mat so it's soaking wet. Okay? You want to be welcome when they call you. That's basically what I wanted to put across.